Famous photo, yep.
Okay.
Right, okay. This is one photo that Su Yin mentioned. This is Emerald Hill Road, and it leads to her school SCGS, where you can't see
We can't
SCGS
see
from
here,
here.
right?
You can't see,
What
but
is
it's
this
just at the
big
back.
building in the background? Is it a shopping center?
Cold storage, I believe.
Is that right? Okay.
Cold Centrepoint. It's cold storage. No, it's not Centrepoint, but it's cold storage. Cold storage was a very big.
Yeah,
It was a very
we
big.
have the cold storage photo coming up later. So
Okay, all right.
tell us about this little side
This
road.
road. Yes, okay. I mentioned Mubarak. Mubarak would be on the left. Can you see the left, the entrance there? And then you walk something like 4 shops into on the left. Some. No. Along Orchard Road. You are into Emerald Hill.
Okay.
Along Orchard Road.
So they sell English books?
Mubarak, yes. I mentioned Mubarak.
And where did they go later on?
I think they closed.
They closed.
Just like Parker Muhammad closed, and the Enzyme bookshops, all those Indian Muslim bookshops, they closed. They ended their business. Yeah. All right. So this road that you see, Emerald Hill Road, that enters. Yep. You get SCGS and the Yi Chao Kueh that Swin was mentioning.
Yeah.
The Yi Chao Kueh seller. That's the spot where he hawked.
This should be a 1970s photo, isn't it? This NTUC Comfort here.
Yeah.
They already have that.
1970s. Yeah.
The houses don't seem to be inhabited.
It's still the same today. They still retain the facade, the building. It's
right.
Of course, it's they what is it? Modified it and turned into shops. And you can still see the restricted zone, that arch, your arrow pointing to it. The restricted zone arch.
This was not ERP, right?
ERP, that's the one. ERP for residents staying beyond that point. It's interesting.
You must make money somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, we go to the next one.
Just a footnote. Just a footnote.
Yeah.
This road leads to the very well planned area of housing for the middle class, Hullet Road, Saunders Road, and upper middle class English educated. The whole area, it is still around today. I mean, the style of the housing design, they're still there. That's because I've got a friend staying around there, and he would take liberties inviting me to his place, and then walk around that area. A very nice evening, peaceful walkabout, greenery, not the polluted type of closed kind of housing, but very spacious, and with a field. And that road, Hullet Road, Saunders Road, that's where he lived. In one of those, can't remember the name of the road that he lived. Sure, it could be Hullet, it could be Saunders. So he would invite me there, and then from there we walk along, and down the Emerald Hill Road into Orchard Road, and then to whatever.
All right. Okay.
So we will walk, and then we get cold storage. Now that's the building on the left. That's cold storage.
Yeah.
And the ground floor, that's the milk bar that Sirin mentioned. And I think Lee Kuan Yew, in one of his writings, mentioned that the former Prime Minister Shen Long and the family would be led by their grandmother to the milk bar to enjoy their ice cream when their parents are away on business, on overseas trips for political travels or whatever. And after that building,
you
get a road.
Cross opposite.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, that used to be a car park, and in the nighttime converted into hawker
stores. Yeah.
Hawker stores, foods, lots and lots of food stores. In other words, the cars were permitted to park until 5 o'clock. and then they were told or were
Mm.
instructed to remove the cars for the hawkers to ply here.
Al fresco. Huh? What
So
any good food here?
lots,
Mm.
very good food. Omelette,
Yeah.
Hokkien mee, hae mee. I think you have the char siu one. Much better than the Newton that these people later were transported to. They were relocated from this spot to
Yeah.
Newton, right?
Okay.
And this group of hawkers, originally, they were hawking along Collier Quay. Imagine yourself Clifford Pier, In those days, Clifford Pier, that stretch right up to where Asia Insurance Building is located, the wharf, I'm talking about the wharf.
Mm.
That portion there um, were these people, these hawkers, they ply their business there.
Yeah.
And then relocated to here, to this Orchard Road, and then later to Newton. And then you move the arrow up north, you see a market. That's Orchard Road Market next
North
to
as
cold
in where?
storage.
Next
That's
to
the one.
here. Oh,
That's
okay.
the one. And that's my mother's usual marketing
Wow, there's a market
selling.
inside.
But it's a wet market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then opposite the market, you can see that white wall, that stretch of building
Mm.
opposite the market. That would be a row of very well known shops, business. Roland Fashion is there, Roland the hairdresser. And then you've
Mm.
got Maisie's,
I think we got it on the
you
next
got it,
photo.
Coronation Florist is there. That's the one.
Roland here.
That's the one. And if you can zoom it closer, you get Roland's, very famous, very well known fashion
Fashion
designer.
here.
And then you get Coronation Florist, very well known for the way they decorate the flowers. Not that one, right to the end. Right to the
Brienne.
end. Uh, yep, I think that's the one. Yep,
That's
that's the
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, Coronation. After which is Killiney Road, and that leads you to another part of Singapore, River Valley.
Right. We go back to the earlier
Okay,
one.
now back to the market. Back to the market.
Mm.
The road between cold storage and the wet market is called Cuppage Road.
Right.
Cuppage Road. And Cuppage Road will lead you to Kavanagh Road that takes you to Newton. And I believe, can you see Saturn, the advertisement
Yeah.
on
Over
top of
here.
the,
Very prominent.
yeah, that's very prominent. It's Singapore's first and only TV makers. Right? Now go back to Cuppage Road. Now Cuppage Road, there lived a family, and my father knew him. Uh, he became a politician, all right? And that politician, the daughter, is our good friend. I think you know her, Miss Ivy So, a very wonderful lady. She should be 92 years in age, and of late, I've learned that she isn't feeling well.
Right.
A very good friend of mine, known her for 20 years. You've met her, of course, Ivy So.
Yeah.
Ivy So's house. Ivy So's father, Sogi Soon, that's his name. He was a politician. And in the 1959 election, this is interesting because Sogi Soon stood on the SPA ticket, the party of Lim Yew Hock, and he stood against PAP's Lim Cheng Lock, I believe, in River Valley, which is just neighboring Orchard, Tanglin in the constituency. And he lost by 5 votes to the PAP Lim Cheng Lock.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the story of Ivy So's father. Very
Eventually, just briefly, right? Eventually, the PAP won the constituencies in Cairnhill, Tangling. They managed to do it, right? Convince
because
the
of the
English educated.
educated upper middle class.
Mm.
And in this ward, in Orchard Road, which is the Cairnhill ward, interestingly, contested by 2 ex-prime ministers, chief ministers, David Marshall of Workers' Party. He founded the new party in 1957. and Lim Yew Hock SPA, and the PAP uh, put up introduced a candidate, Madam Oh Soo Chen, who's a friend of my father, and the fourth candidate, you won't believe it, it's the son of Tan Chin Tuan, Tan Keng Siong, who stood on the ticket, on the Liberal Party ticket, Liberal Socialist ticket.
Who was the PAP candidate?
Madam Oh Soo Chen, a contemporary and friend of my father.
This is what, 59?
59 election, and she lost. She lost to Lim Yew Hock, and David Marshall lost to Lim Yew Hock because it's a capitalist area,
so
English educated.
When did Lim Yew Hock hold it until 60?
He a one-term minister. He's a one-term MP and one-term minister. No, sorry, he isn't a minister after 59. He's just an MP.
Yeah, correct.
He's a one-term MP. I beg your pardon, legislative assemblyman.
60,
MP wasn't
63 was who got it? PAP got it.
63 was hold on.
No, I think Lim Yew Hock still retained the seat, right?
No. He was won by Lim Kim San.
Lim Kim San. Okay, they put a heavyweight there.
A heavyweight capitalist, right? Capitalist, bilingual, middle class banker, chairman of Housing and Development Board.
Which is a sign to come, right?
A sign to come. Thank you very much.
So I guess, right, that's the thing that gave the PAP the mandate to redevelop this area subsequently.
Of course.
Once you get the votes of the people there, you can carry out your development projects.
Yes, and what we call the urban renewal, which can be very, 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 very uncomfortable because you're driving away all these people, for reconstruction, renewal, whatever.
Yeah, but I think that's a good point that, this area was politically very much a place of the kind of more centrist or moderate political parties of Singapore.
Yes, and it's correct. That's right. And it's a sign of things to come. So we walk along that stretch and then you get, or rather, hold it. Turn into Cuppage Road. Yeah. Cuppage Road will connect you with a road parallel to this road, which is just after the wet market called Koek Road.
All right. We have a photo of that.
Koek Road is a continuation of Killiney Road. Right? Yep, that's the one. No, that's the one.
This is the one?
No. This is Killiney Road. Opposite Killiney Road is Koek Road.
This is the one.
This is Koek Lane, which connects Koek Road and Cuppage Road. And this is one of the very popular favorite food court. No, it's not food court. It's a hawker center.
Yeah.
For everyone, including my family. My father would love to go there because...
Did it have a name? This, or you call it Koek Lane Hawker Center?
Yes, it's called Koek Road, Koek Lane Hawker Center.
Maybe it doesn't have a name.
Doesn't have a name because everybody says, let's go to Koek Road. Okay, Koek Road, everybody knows because it's a landmark. It serves the best Teochew satay. I think it's really very good. It serves the best char siu, the best hor fun. The hor fun stall is on your right where the lady stands. That's a very well known.
This one is porridge though. So the one to the side maybe.
Yeah, you can't see. More to the left.
Okay.
Sorry, more to the right.
And now, these people are residents or are they office workers? Some of them seem to be office workers.
They're all people outside Orchard Road.
Right.
They all go there. They make the beeline to go there because of the food, the attraction of the food.
Which
really serves very good food.
Very interesting mix of attire here, right? You got the traditional kind of Sanfu, and then the modern pants and blouses.
Exactly. And that's telling of the profile of the Singaporean, the dialect type, Sanfu, and the English educated type with the pants. And you could see we don't care about hygiene. Of course, no cars. The cars will be along Koek Road and Cuppage Road. And so it's more of a walkway. So people eating on the roadside tables like that, and the coffee shops would be, I think there's a row of coffee shops on the left of photo where you could see the man in half sitting on the left.
Mm.
Now that beyond that point would be the coffee shop, and this one particular coffee shop introduced ice kacang. Ice kacang in those days was 5 cents, but this particular coffee shop introduced ice kacang, which is so tall in height. You're looking about, let's say, 6 inches. How much is that in centimeters? 6 inches in height.
12,
With,
15.
yeah, with lots of carnation milk.
Mm.
And he charges 20 cents. And everybody complains. They say, wow, well, it's good for the money because value for money because it's the best ice kacang. They give you a very nice kacang, big types of, the kacang, very big. What do you call that? It's not the conventional small type of kacang. It's a bigger one.
Mm. Mm.
I can't remember the term for it.
Good ingredients.
Good ingredients.
And not just ice.
And people flock there because of the attraction of the ice kacang. And also at night, in the evening, the famous pao that was mentioned by, I don't know, like Sri did mention the very famous char siu pao in the evenings from 5 o'clock onwards. And also the famous goreng pisang located just here in this area here, in this hawker center here, just on the outside along Koek Road.
Right.
And in the morning, across Koek Road there's also another coffee shop there. Just across the road, the Koek Road, you have those itinerant hawker selling the best tau suan. You can't get that kind of tau suan in today's standard.
What do you mean? How is it different?
Thick.
Fake.
Very thick. Plentiful. And the starch is minimal. Where the best yi chao kueh, presumably obtainable from the SCGS opposite the yi chao kueh seller. You get fresh yi chao kueh, you get first class tau suan for the price of 10 cents.
Can we still find this tau suan today?
I beg your pardon?
Can we still find this tau suan today in Singapore?
You can in the supermarket. You've got to hit them up. Anyway, that tau suan, that whole set plus the yi chao kueh costs 10 cents. And if you don't want the yi chao kueh because you don't fancy yi chao kueh, then it's 5 cents. That was the kind of lifestyle we led in the 1950s.
So this is very much part of our hawker culture, isn't it?
It's part of our life. Yeah. We live and we survive with hawkers.
Yeah, but we never like properly know or document, Koek Lane.
Yeah. Because people forgot, People forgot. Things that are popular, but very for the moment, I mean, what is it? I mean, you grew up with it, and as you grow older, everything is gone because of urban renewal and place you find shopping centers. People tend to forget.
Yeah, but
these are the kind
we haven't forgotten Chinatown, but we forgot about Koek Lane, it seems.
Koek Lane, and then we forgot about Albert Street. Albert Street, huh? Yeah.
What happened to Koek Lane, the hawkers?
Urban renewal came in 1970. Hold on. They were affected in 1970s because I remember attending the Cham Si Tong's political speech when he made his debut in 1976. I parked my car there very easily because this whole place was empty. So I would imagine that they were gone pre-76, between 70 and 75, 74. And to answer your question, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know where they've gone. Probably they were being invited to relocate into the newer
not Newton
food court.
Not Newton.
Possibly, maybe. Yeah,
right.
I'm just guessing.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. We saw this one already.
And then we walk. Yes, when we walk along on the left, passing through photo number. Hold on.
Let's just go to the next one. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. Hold on. Can you see the treasure man? The treasure man.
Yep.
Then on his left, you could see the Hillman car, and then the van, and the rows of high class shops. High class because my mother used to buy uh, some household items there. Noritaki, a very well known household selling household products, was located there, I believe. And also, my father went to buy his high class furnitures for our new house in Jalan Bulu Perindo in 1963. Yeah, we shifted there. And that would be the rows of shop, high class shop houses. And at the end would be Marikan and Sons, the second bookshop that I mentioned after Mubarak. And opposite Marikan and Sons, where you could see from Killiney Road corner, you could see the advertisement of a pub, no? And I think after that would be Pakar Muhammad, the third bookshop. I can't see from here in between. Pakar Muhammad.
It's too small, probably.
No, I can't see from there. Possibly where the trishulman with the hat is on.
Yeah.
That would be Pakar Muhammad. I think so.
So both of these are Indian Muslim bookstores.
Yes, Indian Muslim, okay, Indian Muslim bookshops, and they're all gone. Now, after Marikan, you get hold on, I'm looking at my map. You get Kramat Road, Kavanagh Road. You get Kavanagh Road, which connects with Kramat Road, and then today is Concord Hotel. After Concord Hotel, you get Buyong Road. There's a building octagonal in shape, and that would be the last non-Indian Muslim. He would be the British-owned bookshop called Donald Moore's.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a photo there, but I don't know where it is. I couldn't find it. And that would be opposite RSPCA. I did send you a photo on RSPCA.
Yeah.
I included that photo because one of our dogs about to die, and then we don't know how to let it rest, So we took the liberty of seeking the help of RSPCA to put the dog down. And that's where I carried the dog from our car to RSPCA. I think that was a photograph which I included. I don't know whether you recall.
Right. Let's look at the next one.
Okay. Oh, no. Just one last remark on that photograph again.
Yep.
One last remark. Okay. There, along that road also located a boutique shop, a dressmaking shop, which was established by one of our relatives, Majestic and Company. The name of the dressmaking and boutique shop located there. And today it's called Bibi and Baba. They rename it Bibi and Baba. Okay, what else to add? You could see the building just above the van with the roof. That's McDonald House. Your arrow on the left.
It's still here
McDonald
today.
House. Yeah. Later, I'll comment on McDonald because in 1965, I think it was in February.
Yeah.
The McDonald bomb took
we
place.
all know that lah. That's part of national education.
Oh, okay, because I was there.
Right.
I mentioned because I was there.
Not literally there lah. Close by.
Physically there. To watch the goings on. Okay. So hold on. Now this is where that row of half wooden and half concrete mason,
There's
which is opposite
Robinson's van here.
Yes. Actually, it's a traffic jam lah. We were just waiting for the light to turn. Now, opposite, today it's the Dhoby Ghaut station.
Right.
Dhoby Ghaut station.
Okay.
Opposite, you get today is the Singapura Plaza and all those grand shopping. I included this photo because if you can, push your arrow towards the left, more to the, around there. There is a driving school, Asia Motors. I think it's there, the one with the white.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the white, what you call? The white, what would you call that?
Signboard.
The white signboard? No, one more. The whitish.
This one?
Yep, that's the one. I think that's Asia Driving School, because that's where I took my lessons in driving. And I had to fail 3 times. and I had to pay more for the revision in driving. I failed 3 times in my driving way back in
Too
1964,
slow, right?
probably.
Do you know any of the residents here?
No,
Okay.
sadly, no. Yeah. Of course, after this,
Yeah.
you get the petrol station after this road, which is just um, in front of how shall I say, behind would be the Jewish cemetery.
Mm.
You know that, huh? And then Circle and Carriage would be the white building. Can you see the white building?
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be Circle and Carriage, and then continue to the last photo that I sent you. We will come to that later.
Okay. Is there one more?
Yep. Okay.
I think that's
So
the
we're
last
done
one.
with Orchard Road.
I
What else you want
do
to talk?
I got these photos, I do want to
Oh, this
ask
has been
you.
renovated.
I
Very renovated. It
renovated
wasn't like, yep,
Magnolia.
it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this in my
Oh,
time.
okay. So tell us, where is this? Inside cold storage?
No, the building that I showed you, the photograph. Can you go to a photograph um, before 19, the earlier photograph? There is one Magnolia bar standalone photo, a standalone photo of Magnolia. Before.
I think I took it out because it's got a big copyright. Someone's
Okay, all
photo
right.
is someone's
Okay, can you
photo.
go to the okay, before this?
All right, the cold storage one.
This is the one on the left.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's inside cold storage.
Um, hold on. One part is the snack bar, then the rest would be the supermarket.
Okay.
So it's just one part. You're right.
So I asked you this before, Alex. What the hell is a snack bar?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's
Don't know?
No, a snack bar. The
Okay.
definition is wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a place where you take your ice cream. You enjoy your ice cream, all right, and with a coffee and tea, and the ice cream comes in varieties, parfait,
Mm.
parfait, and then you have Eiffel Tower, and then you have strawberry frappe, then you've got single scoop or the double scoop, a choice of various kinds of ice cream.
Mm.
Yes, it's only ice cream. So we call it snack bar for one of definition.
Mm. No such thing as like carrot cake or apple pie, that kind of
No,
thing.
nothing. And today when I was told, would you like to go to uh, Birds of Paradise, and say, what's that? Oh, that's where you have ice cream. See how times have changed.
Huh. So what's the pricing like?
Single scoop, 20 cents. You go to Mondo, it's 50 cents. Huh?
Wow.
For a Sunday, it would be 70 cents. One 70 cents, it depends. 80 cents. The most expensive would be, I think, later on they increased the price to 120.
That's expensive in those
No,
days.
no, later on, later. But
Yeah, but I mean, 20 cents is expensive for ice cream, isn't it?
oh yes, but because it's a luxurious item,
Middle class.
it's not. Yeah, it's middle class and it's very, very expensive.
And the coffee will be what kind of coffee?
Ordinary coffee. I don't take coffee in those days. I can't comment on that. Maybe their own homemade coffee lah. Because coffee made and coffee, Nescafe all came later, you know.
They have cappuccino, I guess, I suppose.
Yeah, all came later.
Later. Oh.
Much later. I don't remember. It could be one of those very specialized products for the expatriate community and only sold in the high class, like Fitzpatrick's or Fitzpatrick's, I don't remember, or even Wee Nam Sing, I think so.
Yeah. Can I ask you about the ordering, right? Talking to the waiter or waitresses, in comparison with Chinatown again, right? When you go into a snack bar or a restaurant like Foster's, Orchard Road, how do you order? There is some order in the ordering, right?
In those days?
Yeah.
In the menu.
Yeah. I mean, how do you speak to them, right? You speak to them properly, isn't it? Kind of properly. Dialect.
Yes, not informal.
Informal.
If it's Hokkien, 好過 Wei Ho, Gao Ho. goho, that kind
You
of
mean in
sort
the
of
snack bar and the restaurant?
in a restaurant.
Okay. And the snack bar as well?
Snack bar, of course, uh, the menu will show you the pictures, the figures, the portraits, So
Yeah.
you just point your finger, I want this, I want that.
Uh, would you
Uh,
say because you're in Orchard Road, you would more likely use English?
Psychologically, yes.
Uh-huh.
We do that in Mondor
Mm.
because the patronage, you see the expatriates, and then of course you see the middle upper, they're very educated people. So it's a different culture altogether. It's a
Okay.
two different world
Right.
of the world of the East and the world of the West.
Mm.
East in Chinatown and West North in Orchard Road.
So the clients or the customers of the snack bars, would they be younger people or, it mixed?
Predictable. You would know they are patronizers of such a bar because of they're young and educated, accompanied by their parents educated and owning a car
Mm.
and well dressed. Could tell.
Did your father like the snack bars?
Oh,
Your,
lovely.
your mom
Come
as
go here.
well?
Oh, they love it. Until Mondor came over,
Uh,
and then their loyalty swapped from this Magnolia Snack Bar to Mondor. And then later on, I mean, now again, fast forward to the late 60s, came Sorrento. And that's one hell of a good, one of the very high class ice cream.
mm.
Ice cream, Mondor. They competed with Mondor. And it's Italian owned, Sorrento. It's called Sorrento. Serving,
What country?
the name of the milk bar is called Sorrento to
Uh,
compete with Mondor, which is located opposite Mondor. Today, Lucky Plaza.
and Sorrento is from what country?
It's, I think it's Sam Darby owned, they
Okay.
used they took the name Sorrento because of
Uh.
the romance attaching to Italian towns, Italian cities. So it's called the Sorrento.
Okay.
It's a noun. Just go to the Sorrento.
Right. Okay. The Polar Cafe, are you familiar
Ah,
with that?
yes,
Uh,
very familiar. My father's favorite because round the corner was Nanyang Book Company, my father's company. And
ah,
then my mother, fetching my father, our car would park just in front. And then my mother would go to the Polar Cafe to either wait for my father or to tapao the curry puff, which is excellent in quality, comparable to incomparable to today's Polar Cafe standard, which is inferior and a disgrace. Uh, the Polar Cafe in those days was really authentic,
mm,
quintessence, the
mm,
real curry and the fragrance of the curry is there. And I was told by some friends, after the Legislative Assembly session, Lee Kuan Yew and the opposition members of the Legislative Assembly would pop over to Polar Cafe for their drinks.
mm.
I was told because by people who have cited them. I mentioned opposition because this was in the period of pre 1959.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And this is, I don't know if this is Polar or the other
Yes,
one.
it is Polar
This
Cafe.
Polar?
I recognize the chairs, very
Mm,
comfortable
mm.
chairs. It is not aircon, but it's so comfortable because of the chairs and the service was good, and they serve you very good curry puff. Very
Amazing.
nostalgic, cousin.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very nostalgic because it's my mother's favorite place to go once waiting for my dad.
yeah. I mean, of
Mm.
course, this is not Orchard Road, but I thought I'd
No,
show
no,
it.
it's High Street
Yeah, correct.
to compare
Because, I mean,
to
to
prove a point.
also show that there were pockets of Singapore where there was this modern shopping areas and consumption areas that were coming up in the 50s
That's
and
right.
60s.
That's right. Yeah. And I need to say also next to Polar Cafe is the fourth famous bookshop, Enzyme Bookshop, owned by the Indian Muslim again.
How come you know so many Indian Muslim bookstores?
I hope I didn't make a mistake when I mentioned Indian Muslim. I hope I
Ah,
didn't make a mistake because Mubarak is Islamic name.
okay.
So I kind of classify them all as Indian. I may be wrong.
Yeah.
So you're seeing the changing, not just the lifestyle, the changing the mentality. We buy books in those days, and the books we buy were from these places I mentioned, Enzyme Bookshop and American. They sell very good books. My father goes to Enzyme now and then to buy his books on European history. He goes to American and Sons to buy, and that's how I got to know all these bookshops.
So they are actually quite well stocked.
Very well stocked and very updated because the owners, the bookshop owners, they are very well they're very well knowledge on the latest books.
Right. Just to continue this point a bit, I know this is not Orchard Road, but there were also Indian bookstores along Bras Basah Road. Do you remember?
No, those are for school children.
Okay. So those are more for the textbooks kind of thing.
For the textbooks, no.
Okay. So
the different color.
Orchard Road ones, do they sell textbooks?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They sell solid academic books. And in fact, there's one bookshop that sells only medical books. I think it's called Universal Bookshop. I may be wrong, but correct me.
Sorry, what's that? Universal
Bookstore along Orchard Road.
Okay.
It could be in one of the last photos that after the Siva Temple. Do you know the photo of the Siva Temple opposite McDonald House? Siva Temple. After that, then you get Imber Mansion. Universal Bookshop is one of located there.
So you don't really know where they went after Orchard Road was redeveloped.
All close. You will be delighted to have them around because there's nothing like seeing the print version of today's Google or what is it.
They didn't go to any of the shopping centers. Far East, no.
Not in Singapore. In Hong Kong, yes, you can get Barnes and Nobles.
No, I mean when they are relocated, those Indian bookstores, did they go to the shopping center? You don't think so?
No, they don't. They don't relocate. But if you're talking about bookshops in shopping centers, I can only think of Hong Kong. Bookshops in Singapore shopping centers, other than the one that got the borders, the rest all you can't find them anymore.
Right. Okay. I have a question about your periodization, right, of the Orchard Road history. You say the colonial and the post-colonial, right? Yeah. So can you say something about the first times, right, when your parents and yourself as a family went into places like Cold Storage or Robinson's, which used to be patronized mostly by the whites?
And the high-class Chinese.
And high-class Chinese.
The high-class community. You want to know when?
No, I mean, I want to know the experience. Right? The experience. Because sometime, and Yu Mei Balasingham, she wrote a very good article on this new culture of shopping among the middle class, not just among the wealthy, Peranakan Chinese, but also among the middle class, right? After the Second World War, right? When they began to also go into these Robinsons, John Little, and so on.
But you're talking about that culture, the pre-70s culture, the pre-70s shopping, the Robinsons, the John Littles. Yes, the experience is it's high-class products, it's high-class shopping, bring lots of money, otherwise don't step in there because it's so enticing, the products. Everything that you look is so enticing because at our age, our young age, everything is so attractive, it's so enticing, everything is so tempting to buy. You're talking about the variety of products of all ages. In Robinson's, the toy shop, they specialize mainly for toys. I tell you, it's quite for choice, right? And then for the Chinese dialect, comparable to the Robinsons would be Aurora, Sikitang. That would be for the Chinese dialect. But going to the middle class and the upper middle class is Robinsons, John Littles. The experience is different. You feel very obligated, to behave yourself, to follow your parents, and not being very cheapskate. And then you look at products, and then you ask prices, bargain for prices or whatever, if you intend to buy, rather than
Could you
the
bargain
other
in Robinsons? You
Robinsons,
can't, huh?
we were told you can't bargain.
Yeah.
I don't recall bargaining in John Little's. I don't recall. But
Fixed
for the
prices lah.
fixed prices, because the English norm is
Yeah.
always for fixed price, which
Yeah.
is a very good policy because they give you they're fair. They give you um, quality for the price, and I think you can't argue about that.
Mm.
It's only the non-English speaking, the dialect shopping centers, the emporium. No, emporium is fixed. Uh, those shop houses along High Street, you bargain.
Mm.
But beyond that, I don't know of bargaining those outlets that you mentioned. Shop.
Alex, do you remember when Orchard Road first began to change and transform?
Hmm. Uh, change and transform. That would be the hotel belt period.
Mm.
But the first experience of a change in Orchard Road would be, let me see, maybe you can give me some clues as to some buildings or what. Then I can drag my memory into the furthest point, the recesses of my mind. I would say, I think Lucky Plaza, when Lucky Plaza was being
Mm.
constructed by the Far Eastern Group, we're talking about a very special kind of shopping center. And that's everything changed because Lucky Plaza introduced a whole variety of kind of a shopping, everything under one, not one roof, under one building.
Lucky Plaza was completed in 1981 by Far East Organization.
No, they were there even earlier.
Huh?
They were there much earlier.
Much earlier?
Yeah, 19.
Okay. It was completed in 77. Just now the
Yeah, that's
Wikipedia
right.
was wrong.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think 77. No, before 77, 75. I think 75. Because from that year onwards, from that point, you get other shopping centers copying the idea of a building with lots and layers, stories and stories of shops, multi-story in each one shop.
so was Lucky Plaza different from, let's say, People's Park Complex?
Very much because People's Park Complex in 1970, hold on, 1969, was to rehouse the old People's Park stores. So
Yep.
it's a different dynamics.
Yep.
So you go there knowing that you are going back to the same stores, the same products, the same kind of mindset, the same kind of sellers, and even the same familiar faces. They operated in the old People's Park and the new People's Park.
Whereas in Lucky Plaza, the shops are new shops.
They were all new shops and new products, more of the same, whatever. And it's a new kind of idea in shopping because you could just walk into there, enjoy the aircon and window shop, and end up having your little teas or coffee in the various whatever coffee stalls that they have. And I remember that Kentucky chicken was first introduced in Singapore in Lucky Plaza.
Oh, okay.
I stand corrected.
We have to look at Jerome Lim's blog.
Correct.
Lucky Plaza. Did Lucky Plaza have a anchor tenant at the time?
Metro.
Metro was there. Okay.
Metro was there. What else? Metro was there. And I think Enzyme was also there. Enzyme Books. Is it Enzyme Books or what they? That would be to answer your question about relocation.
Yeah.
There was one, but they did not last long.
Enzyme.
I think it was Enzyme Bookshop.
Was it not a Chinese Indian one?
No, the Indian one, because I bought a book. I bought a book there.
Right.
I can't remember the title of the book about. It's got to do with the Japanese Empire, World War II or something. Soft cover.
This new Lucky Plaza didn't last very long, isn't it? Because the domestic workers began to come in around that time as well.
Yes, and that changed the whole entire character of
Yeah.
this kind of a lifestyle. You go there for shopping. Instead, now you go there, you see a lot of the, the foreign workers there. So the tenants also different. Because my time, when you go to Lucky Plaza, it was well-meaning. You want to buy your clothing, you know where to shop. The varieties, the choices are there. You want to buy pairs of shoes, you know where to go. You go.
I mean, when I went to Orchard Road in the 80s, never went inside Lucky Plaza. You know, it was a plaza I avoided.
Yeah, it was sort of off limit. Some people who feel quite detestable going there because it's a different crowd. And instead, you go to, well, today, today, you go to that point from Ion right to Kashimaya, right through to, what's the word, 303, the gateway, the whole entire stretch. And that would be the modern shoppers, I was told. And then when I went just a couple of months ago, I find it so strange.
Yeah.
Walking from where I originally walked at Scott's Road there, that site, the old police station, that point there, Ion, into Wisma Atria, into Takashimaya, right through to 303 Somerset.
Correct.
Different experience.
Yeah. No problem for the youngsters though.
Oh, to them it's mandatory. It's something that they find useful and necessary, and of course, school holidays, that place will be very packed.
You talk about the kind of weird feeling, right? You know, when the hotels came up, right? I mean, there are a few hotels in the area. Mandarin is the kind of big one, right? Do you think that sort of alienated many of the locals as well? Because obviously they wouldn't go into the hotels.
They used that place as an alibi to go to the coffee shop, because the concept of that Mondor type of a coffee shop, it became popularized when these hotels started their own coffee shop within the whole aspect of the hotel industry, the hotel business. So you go to a hotel, after that you want to go to the restaurant, then you want to go to the coffee house. So all this all in one came about with the hotel belt, that fashion, that whole idea. So every hotel will have a coffee shop, and people go to the coffee shop, they go to the main lounge. So it's an alibi. It's a nice way to trespass, inverted comma, to make the beeline to the coffee shop. Yeah, but without this coffee shop, if like let's say Raffles Hotel of the 1950s, oh, you don't walk in there. Raffles Hotel, 1950s.
Yeah.